Hello guys, welcome back to Pause and welcome back finally to Planet Coaster. This is our Studios Park, here built with the Studios Pack DLC in Planet Coaster. So first of all, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Planet Coaster guys. And it has been a couple of weeks since we've done a Studios Park episode, so for that I do apologise so much. I know I've touched on it in a few other videos, but real life has got in the way over the last couple of weeks. But we are finally back with Planet Coaster content, and I've actually got time to start recording games again. More on that in a few moments. So first of all, let's quickly talk through what we're doing today. So as you can see just here, I am starting work on the horror themed area of the park, using two of the drop tower rides that were added in the Studios Pack. So the idea at the moment is it's going to be partially underground, as you can see just here. The main reason for that is they're quite high builds, quite high rides, and I didn't want the actual building itself that houses it to be sort of over towering for the rest of the park. So I've built the ride systems underground to try and combat that high issue. It's roughly about half underground, half above. So in today's episode we get the first bit of the shell of the outer building in. I start work on the inner shell of the building, so around the actual ride systems itself, and also put a few of the floors in, which will house some of the theming and the scenes on the ride. I also get started on the queue line and do a very short intro scene where you enter the building as part of the queue. So only a little bit we've done today. It's about an hour and a half of work, but it's quite a big project, this one, as there's quite a lot of little elements to do. So there's obviously going to be the whole queue line, which does involve a lot of steps, and there's going to include all the ride scenes to actually get this sort of cohesive story. And then obviously there's the actual building itself to theme up, and it's going to be quite a big build, as you can see from the shots just here. So it's going to take a lot of theming. The general idea, I'm going to go for a kind of spooky mansion type feel, as opposed to like a Twilight Zone Tower of Terror style ride. It's going to be more based inside like a mansion, in like a house. The exact storyline at the moment I'm still working on, but we'll come to that. Any ideas, drop them down in the comments. I'm open to suggestions. The one thing I do want to use, which you'll see when a bit towards the end of the video when I start working on the queue line, there is the really amazing hat that came with the Spooky Pack, and it's used for the scarecrows, but it's a really nice piece, and I sort of put it on top of one of the bookshelves, and I want that hat to be the sort of focal point of this ride, so I want that to be the main feature. So that's something we'll work on as we go through the build in terms of the story. But like I said, any suggestions, please let me know down below. That's generally what we're doing in this build today. So also, let's talk about a few other things. So the main reason why we are back now with Planet Coaster is half term is out of the way. So in the UK we've just had quite a busy half term, and due to my job, which is very much holidays and weekend based, I have had a lot of shifts and a lot of lates, and just time and work have not been helping me to make these videos. I've been exhausted, and I've also been ill as well for the last week, so I'm still recovering from that as well. So everything has been getting on top of me, and there just has been no time. But the good news is, as of today, I have 8 days off work. So I've actually booked a bit of time off. Originally it was actually for my girlfriend's holiday. She was going away with her mate, so I booked the time off to look after the dog. The dates got moved around, and then I sort of coincided it with the Jurassic World Evolution release next week, so it all kind of worked out quite well, really. So I've got 8 solid days now to start recording more content here for the channel. So there's going to be a hell of a lot of Planet Coaster over the next over the next week, and then obviously into next week we've got loads of E3 content, which I'll probably cover on here. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how that goes. But then we will be exhausting Jurassic World Evolution when that is released. I have only just pre-ordered it actually a couple of days ago. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition, expensive. I think it's like 50 quid on Steam. I was amazed. It's quite pricey, but it's pre-ordered, so we'll be doing a complete video of that and a complete let's play of that as soon as it's released. But don't worry, the Planet Coaster stuff will continue. I know it's been ages since we've done videos, but we are back in this now, so we'll be continuing on with this horror ride, and then we'll get back finally to finishing the Back to the Future ride at some point. It will be done, don't worry, I'm not just going to leave it, it will be done. Then we'll keep moving on with this park. And you never know, there might even be another DLC coming out in the next month or so. So whenever that does, we'll cover that here on the channel as well. So other stuff that's going to be continuing, we'll do a bit more with Parkitect. There's quite a lot of you guys have been asking for that, and that is sort of the first game that we did cover here on the channel, so I feel as if we need to at least have a bit of a Parkitect presence. So yeah, more videos of that will be coming soon. And yeah, like I said, most of the content will be Jurassic World, Evolution and Planet Coaster moving forward in the next, at least for the next month or so. So if that's the kind of thing that you like the sound of and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Like I say, I'm now back, so expect content very frequently. I'm not at the stage yet where I think I can commit to 7-day videos again. 7 day, no, what am I saying? One video per day. However, I'm going to try my best to get as many out as I can. Especially over this week while I'm off, I'm going to try and get loads and loads of content done and scheduled in. So thank you for sticking with me. Genuinely, thank you so much everybody who's sent so many nice comments. It means so much, and I really, really do appreciate all the comments that you guys have been leaving and all your support while I've been away. And I can't stress enough how sorry I am that I've not been here, not been doing content. The momentum of the channel was really picking up pace as well, and it kind of all sort of screeched to a halt because I didn't have the time. Like I said, I was away with a course for work. I've been really busy with shifts, like certain shift patterns. I've been doing like lates, then earlies, and like I said, I've been ill for a week as well. It's just been, everything has been awful at the moment. And I know there's a lot of things going on in the world, and everyone's got stuff going on, but I just had to leave YouTube to one side for a couple of weeks. But the good news is, like I've said, we are back, and we've got Planet Coaster content galore coming up, and I'm really excited actually, because I think sometimes it helps to have a bit of time off to really sort of get your thoughts going. I've got loads of plans for different rides for this park and other parks, so loads of creative stuff going on in my head over the last couple of weeks that I've just been waiting to get time to get back into the game to start building it. I mean, this whole plan of this ride that we're building now, this horror themed ride, has been going on in my head for about 2 weeks, going back and forth on stuff, and this is literally the first chance I've had to put that into practice and get this thing built. So let's get back to the build at hand today. I've had enough waffling on about rubbish. So what I'm doing here is just putting in a little bit of a entrance facade. It's gonna the idea for this is that the side of this wall here has been broken, and you're entering the building through that broken wall. So you're kind of just entering it halfway through a house, and this first scene is going to sort of end up being a bit of like a random living room kind of house scene. And the reason why I've got this little hill that you can see here, the train work, is to just give you the impression that nature has kind of taken over this building over time. I say this whole probably been in the side of this building for many, many years. So naturally, the ground has worked its way up to that hole and then back down again. So it's going to make a lot more sense when it's finished. But that's generally the idea, is to give it a bit more of an organic feel rather than just going through an entrance door. I want this to have a very run-down, abandoned style feel. And I had this little space up here which was like just a bit of a hole in the side of the building, so I thought I'd put something creepy in there. So I've gone for the Scarecrow's head, again linking with that theme that I'm planning to do with using the Scarecrow hat. I just want there to be an ongoing theme throughout this building, and I thought we'll start that with this very creepy little head just in there, just very subtle on the outside. Those people wouldn't pick up on it, but it's just there for those who notice it. I'll just light it with a very little simple candle, you know, to give it a very eerie effect. But like I said, more things like that. I'm going to try and drop little bits in this ride to try and, like, if I was building this for real, I'd add all sorts of little things, little creepy bits of theming and levels of detail in there. And that's generally what I want to do with this kind of build as well on here. I might as well do it as if it's a real ride, and that's the general idea. So this is the, I say this will be the entrance really to the ride. As I'm using 2 ride systems, it's going to just be a normal path through here, and then at the bottom of the stairs the path then splits off into 2 queue lines to each of the ride systems. So that's how this build's going to work. If you're wondering why there's only 1 path and there's 2 ride systems down there, that is why. And then the same for the exit. The exit comes up and pops out at the other side of the building. But more on that another time. We'll do the exit probably last, I think, as it's the least themed of these kind of rides. We may do a little gift shop. I'm not sure. We'll come to that soon. So yeah, they're just putting some random props down, and there's that hat I was talking about. That one on top of the bookshelf. It's a really good piece, and I think I want there to be some kind of symbol or some kind of feature that has a running thread through this ride, and that's what I'm going for, is that hat. So more on that again soon. Like I said, I really would like your guys' input, so any suggestions for storyline elements, please, honestly, please let me know down below, and I'll take them all on board. But generally guys, that is about it for today. I do a little bit of lighting here, we give it a little blue hue, but that's about it. And then I do some sort of directly above spotlights for the path to give that a sort of lit but very creepy lit look, which is the idea I'm going for in this ride. So that's it for today's video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please drop us a like down below and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you for all the support, and I'm so glad to be back. Any queries, questions, comments or suggestions, as always, drop them down in the comments below, and I will try and answer every single video. Thank you guys ever so much for everything over the last couple of weeks, and thank you for your continued support. I really honestly do appreciate it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, bye.